welcome all of you here in honor of Katherine for her graduation.
Yay!
And in lieu of a formal graduation ceremony, we're just going to share some words of wisdom that we've gathered.
And am I supposed to read these, or do you want to distribute them?
Well, we can distribute them.
Okay, so what we did was we asked people for the best and worst advice they'd ever been given in lieu of a graduation speech. And I'll just, while Vicki gets these organized, I'll tell my favorite story about the best advice I ever heard. It was not given to me.
Am I reading?
But Jane's mother, who's 91, this story happened to a friend of hers. So this would be maybe the early 30s. Late 30s, you have a young girl, she's high school age, she's going out on her first date, and this was her mother's advice to her. If you see anything on him that you don't have, hit it with a stick. So that's kind of some of the best advice I've ever heard. So Vicki has some others here.
Okay, I want everybody who's written one that wants to share theirs to read them themselves. But I've got a bunch.
Nobody wants to read them.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you'll read them.
So I'll after I've read a few, I'll have you come in because I'll be reading for a long time. Okay, so I emailed my siblings who were very happy about your graduation, but couldn't be here today. So my brother Mark said, worst advice he's ever been given: teaching. You'll never get rich that way.
He's a teacher.
He's a geology professor, very happy. And this one I think I'm not deep enough to understand. Best advice I've been given: a theological profundity. The rules of life are everybody plays. Okay. Do you want to share some? Yeah, come.
Oh, we gotta come out. Well, this is a quote from a fortune cookie, and it applies to my goal. The quote is, swim out to your ship, don't wait for it to come in. And my goal, my advice are things that I tell my students as well, and that's to believe in yourself, to set goals, and work toward them.
This is advice from my graduate advisor. He said, all your career decisions work towards building a resume. So wherever you think about a new career, think how it's going to build your resume. My dad advice to me, he gave me all kinds of advice. One thing he said to me, look out for number one. And you will have to do that sometimes as you go down. Look out for it. You're transitioning from a time in life where everybody's been kind of building for you, and now everybody's going to be looking out for themselves. So, and then the last bit, my last bit of advice is find happiness in the daily things of life. The little things is what's going to make the difference.